Hi, this is Vicki Romaine with Cheerful Greetings, and today we're going to make a folder with a pop-up inside. And this is my folder. You open it up, you have a tag that sits into a pocket. You turn your little dials here, and you have a pop-up. Now, let me show you what I have done with others. I have this one here that is the same type of thing, except it's fixed as a matchbox. You take the belly band off, you pull it out of the little matchbox clip there, and you open it up, and there's your pop-up. And here I have a place to put a little teeny weensy tag. I've got one in here in the corner, and I'll be putting another one in here. Some of these I have I've finished, but yet there's a few things I still want to do to it. And I put a little gold emblem on the front, and it sits into a folded up area that's like a matchbox. And then of course our belly band goes back on top to keep it, and you can put it inside your journal. This one is the one we're going to make. It's going to be a different size, but we're going to make it similar to this. This one I believe is approximately, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, approximately 7 inches tall, and about 1, 2, 3, 4 inches wide. So it's a 7 by 8 piece of cardstock. Now, let me show you how I made it. First, I get my cardstock, which I have here. This one's going to be kind of on the bright side. This one's going into a botanical journal, so it's going to have some green on it, some bright green. You take it and fold it in half. Try to make sure it's in half. And before I do anything else to it, I'm going to take my soot color, distress. I believe this is distress oxide. Yeah, it is. And I'm going to go around the edges real quick. And I'll turn it over, excuse me, I'll turn it over and do the inside. And that should help tone down this green a little bit by putting the soot on the outer edges. Okay, next we'll go with the pocket. I have already cut one out, and I have it here under the bottom. And I've already cut my thumb holder out, and I used my punch here and only cut partially through to make the hole. And so we'll distress it a little. And this, I'm going to go ahead and distress the blue, because I think I'm going to let the blue show. So I really didn't need to stress the back side, which was the green on this one. Okay. Now I can have my pocket either on the left or the right. It doesn't matter. I want to put the glue down the side. And I'm using my designer glitter glue. And it goes down the side here. Oops, I came in a little bit too far. And I want to do the bottom. Okay, so we'll turn my folder over this way, and I'll put my pocket here. Now the size of the folder can vary. As I said, this one is tall and skinny, and this one is going to be a square. This is a 6 by 6 when it's folded over. And why I have it folded over, I'm going to be putting this in a botanical journal. So I'm going to decorate just a little bit on the front. Now, even though I decorate just a little bit now, I may go back and put some more stuff on it. I happened to get a catalog today from one of the online nurseries, and so I cut out a couple pictures. And I just made this flat. I could have made this into a little pocket, but I didn't. I just put it on that flat with a border behind it, or a mat behind it. So I'll probably put some more up here, but this is just to give you an idea of what you can do. Okay, we got the inside, and we have our pocket. Now we're going to do our pop-up. I've got this piece of paper that is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6-inch square. Okay, this is approximately a 6-inch square. First thing we want to do is leaving the side that's going to be the inside in, and fold the other side over in half. We'll fold it in half. Then we're going to take it and fold it in half the other direction. Now, that's after you figure out which side you want as the inside. So those two folds, you're having the back side facing upward, or facing on top. Now, open it up, and we're not going to fold it this way. We're going to fold it the other way. This time it's going to be corner to corner. So the side that you want to be looking at should be on top. And you want to make sure you have your corner into a peak. And then press it down good. And make sure all the ends meet. Now, we've done that way, so let's go the other direction. Again, having the good side out. We'll call it the good side. And again, you want to make sure it comes to a peak. This one doesn't want to come to a peak on me. Let's see what I got here. Okay. This matches up. I'll come over here. Comes to a peak. There we go. My corners didn't want to come together. Okay, so this is the outside. So let me just go over this again. You're folding it in half with the good side inside. Then you're going to fold it in half again with the good side on the inside. Flip it over, fold corner to corner with the good side on the outside. Fold it again, corner to corner with the good side on the outside. Now, let's see what we can get. I want to turn it face down, good side down, and push it in. And that's We want the good side on the inside. So this is my outside now. Now, I had a picture of a girl on it, so I want to make sure when I open it up, the girl is right side up. She's not. She's upside down. So what I want to do is take it, turn it around again, and see which way. This way, when I open it up, oops, the girl will be up at the top, looking down, and the rose will be on the bottom. So it's just a matter of determining where the pictures are. So here's my pop-up. Now, let's see what we're going to do with the pop-up. This one I made with a belly band to hold it shut, and the little match holder. So the belly band is holding her shut. This one, nothing is holding her shut yet until we make something. Now, what I'm going to do here is decide where I want it. I want my pop-up to be in here, and I want to hold the bottom part of it first. And I want it to come out like this. So I can put it pretty close to the top. And I have plenty of room on each side. So let's put a little glue on the back side now, because I have determined where the girl is going to be, and she's going to be in the right place. So this is the only side that needs glue, and I'm not going to put a whole lot on it. I'm just going to put some in the corners. Now, if you find that you're going to have a lot of wear and tear, you might want to put more glue on it. And I've put it pretty much in the center of that side. And I'll let it sit here a minute. And I'll put my pen back in my glue. Okay. Now it's glued to the folder, but it's not down. A couple of these things I've already done ahead, so this video wouldn't take so long. I took my hole punch, punched me a circle out of blue. I chose blue because of the pocket. And I'm going to put it here next to my pop-up. I cut it in half, and I have put a brad in each half. Now I'm going to see approximately where I want it. Now I'm going to take my pricker here, and I'm going to push one on this side and one on this side. Next, I'll put the brad in. And I turn it around, my half circle. And when you do this, you want to make sure you're just doing the paper and not turning the brad. And I'll show you why in a minute. That's holding it down a little bit. I've got to wait till I get the other one in. Okay, here are my two brads. I want to turn the paper, the cardstock. That's cardstock that I have there, blue cardstock. I'm going to turn it around to cover the... You need a little play in your brad there so that it'll turn. And that holds it. It doesn't hold it real tight. I've got it a little far apart, and that was one of the mistakes. You need to watch where you put it. You can either have it too close and it's stuck underneath there all the time, or you can have it too far apart. And this is almost too far apart, but if I turn this a little more, it should hold it a little better. And then when you open it up, you turn your two little dials and you pull it out. And there's your pop-up. Now, what do you do inside? You make little pockets, make little belly bands. It's entirely up to you. You can add pictures. It's entirely up to you what you do. But you can make this one. The possibilities are more available than they are in this one. See, this one I just took a triangle and made a pocket, and this one I made a belly band here to hold a teeny weensy tag, but it won't hold a very big one because you see that it needs to fold. So you have to make sure of your size and what you want to do with it. But you can add, and then you can put some on this side. It doesn't have to be just one thing. Or you could add flowers or words or whatever you want to put on it. For me, right now, this is all I'm going to do with it until I decide what. As I said, this is a botanical journal, so I'll probably, put more flowers, or I'll probably find some words to put in there about flowers or gardening or something. And then you put this back. Whoops. Have to make sure it goes over the folder there, and on this side too. So they're a little far apart. Now, another thing you need to watch is when you turn these around, you don't want to turn the brad itself. And this is why. Because in this particular one, I'm going to cover up my brads because I don't like the brads showing. So on this one, I'm going to put 2 pictures here. And I'm not going to make them pockets or anything. I'm just going to have them as pictures. But when I do my pop-up, I do not want to turn the brad, because if you do, it's going to rip these pictures that are on the back. But I think the pictures look better than having the brad show. And these are fairly large brads. Oops, so let's turn it right side up. These pictures I got out of that catalog from the nursery today too. These are good pictures. It's a little bulky, but it serves the purpose. And then here's your pop-up. And as I said, this one doesn't want to stay. I think what I'm going to have to do is bring my brad over just a little further, and it won't show. But I'll have to take my pictures off real quick, and I'll move this one over. But that gives you the idea. And then here's your book, your little book, and this can go inside your journal. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It's a little on the long side, but if you did, please make a comment, and don't forget to subscribe and come back and see me what I have in store for you for next time. And in the meantime, have a great crafting day. Bye.